Hi, my name is Missy and I am a singer-songwriter based in London. How am I coping with lockdown? So it's been a bit different for me because I recently gave birth, so I would have been forced to slow down anyway. The difference is obviously I haven't had my freedom to go wherever I want to go and to meet up with friends, so it's forced me to stay in and to look for ways to find joy and to find gratitude away from the busyness. So it's been good in that way. In other ways, it's been a struggle because this is a really rough time for people, and there's so many people that are near to me and that I don't know who have lost people due to COVID-19. So I don't want to make it seem like, oh, this has been a great time for introspection and growth, because given a choice, like, we wouldn't want to be in this situation. So let's just say I've been forced to look for things to be thankful for, but it's been rough. Any tips to help in maintaining my mental state? I think you just can't overthink things. This period has made me see that there's a lot that's beyond my control, and that everything that you think you know, you don't. So I'm just letting it be, you know. I'm living every single day like it's my last. I want to be thankful in every moment. I find that I'm taking less for gratitude. I really do appreciate this time with my family. I appreciate every phone call. I appreciate every text, every WhatsApp. Like, I'm just more intentional with my thankfulness, and I think that's really helped with my mental health. So I think the main thing for me is just don't overthink things and just get comfortable with knowing that we can't control everything. Level of normality, how do I think I feel? I think it'll take a couple of months for things to really go back to the way they were before. However, I think the way things were before wasn't necessarily healthy. So even though this has been a rough time filled with so much loss, I think it's forced us to really recognize that the way that we were living isn't sustainable. So I think it definitely will be a new normal, and I think for a while, maybe about a year or two, we'll be conscious of the fact that this is a change. And then I don't know, so I think probably about a year at least until it feels like, okay, this is normal for us. What first got me into music? I mean, it's so cliche, but I've done music since I was really, really small. Fun fact, I used to play the bells. So for those of you that don't know, you can get bells that each are an individual note, and then it takes a big group of you to actually play a song. But yeah, started singing in church. Again, I know it's a cliche, but that's how the story goes. And I actually think people who are like trained in the church, there's something special about that, you know. How old was I? For as long as I've been going to church, but I probably sang first in church when I was about 4 or 5. How would I describe my sound? I would describe my sound as like a new school Tony Braxton mixed with her and Brandy. And I know, like, that's a really bold statement to make. So let me say, like, that's my aspiration. Whether I've actually hit it, you guys can tell me, and you'll know with all of those artists, like, storytelling is foundational to their style. So yeah. What is my creative process like? I hear a beat and I write the song. I try to write everything, well, like a verse, chorus and another verse in one session, and then I'll go away and come back and like change the verse and chorus if I need to, and then add a bridge. But within one writing session, within the process of, like, it's under an hour, I'll have a first version of the song done. It's rare for the song to change too drastically. It will be more kind of, oh, let me change a word there, or when I get to the studio and it's time to record it, oh, that phrasing's a bit off. So yeah, that's my creative process. Your top 5 artists and albums. I actually don't know because I listen to all types of music and it's rare for me to sit through an album from top to bottom. When I was like about 13 or 14 I used to. So historically I would have probably said to you Destiny's Child, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, Jennifer Lopez, Brandy. We'll leave it there. But currently that doesn't represent like my musical taste. I just listen to singles and songs like across the gap. There's no, you know. Who would you like or desire to collaborate with? This can be any artist or musician in the industry. Her, Toni Braxton, Brandy. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that for now. Do you think living in London has influenced you as a person as well as your music? Of course. Like, London is so multicultural, and I grew up in Barking. Some people will say, oh, that's not London, that's Essex, but you know, it's a London borough. And I love just growing up with people from different communities, people that didn't look like me, and just so opened my eyes to difference. And I think if you are telling stories and you are trying to create a world through your music, I think it's so important to be exposed to so much difference, and for sure London does that. Open for any artist, who would it be? You know what, I'd love to open for Alicia Keys. She's also one of the people who, you know, historically I listened to her album top to bottom. I've seen her live twice and, you know, she's amazing. What's your favourite song that I've written and why? To date? Oh, this is hard, you know. Okay, I'm going to say to date, I just released this song, Stay Connected. And I think it's a bit obvious for me to, because I really do believe in always putting your best foot forward when you're releasing your music. So I'm here right now with you, baby. It's just, you know, I love it because it really talks to romance in this day and age. It's so easy to be disconnected from the person that's right in front of you whilst you're trying to connect with other people online, like on Instagram or Twitter or something. I really do think we need to take more time and be intentional about being present when we are here face to face with people. Are you able to share something about yourself that no one knows? I wouldn't say that nobody knows because I'm quite an open person, so I already gave you one. I used to play the bells. When it comes to sitting down and writing a song, where do you tend to start? At the beginning? No, it just depends. So sometimes it can be the chorus, sometimes it can be the verse. It just depends on the vibe of the song. Generally, I will just start singing, you know, like music always stirs something up in you, and I'll just let it flow. It's a very organic process. Like my first, when I start writing, I don't judge what comes. I don't think, oh, Missy, you're writing another love song again. No, I'll just let it flow. Did you have any other career path before you knew you wanted to pursue music? I've always wanted to be an actress, and I'm not even really sure I've gotten over that. So I still am going to be looking for acting opportunities going forward. It's not something I've done before, but it's something that I want to start doing now. I wanted to act before I wanted to sing. Thinking back to your first and most recent performance, what was it like? Thoughts, feelings, fire? Okay, so my most recent performance was, I can't remember. Yeah, it was, I can't remember if it was this year or last year, you know. And I just put on a tracksuit and went to this show. I'm trying to remember what area it was in. I can see the station in my head, in my mind, but I can't remember. Anyway, it was somewhere in London, like central London, and it was just easy, you know, in the sense that I just went in a tracksuit. I just wanted to perform and to be comfortable and to be on stage. It was like just after giving birth, so it was nice, and it was a really nice vibe, very intimate, great venue, great host. I loved it. Do you have a favourite song of yours which holds meaning to you? Desiree, You've Got to Be. Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds. Just because it's so powerful, and I think it's one of those songs that every single day takes on a new meaning depending on your experiences, and it's just absolutely timeless. It's one of those songs that I'll pass on to my children, and I hope they'll pass on to their children's children. It's a song I wish I wrote, you know. What is the best advice you've been given about your music? Focus. And I think with music, it's so easy to sort of think just by doing the music you're doing enough, and you're not. There's so much more that you need to understand in terms of like the business side of it, and just understanding that you really are a one-man band. You have to believe in yourself, and the reason why I say focus is the best piece of advice, because the more you focus in, like, the clearer everything else becomes in terms of seeing what good business looks like, what good PR and advertising and marketing. Like, you just start seeing the different areas that you need to get better in. So yeah, definitely focus. If you could change anything about the industry, what would it be? Sexism. I know that it's rough as women, like interacting with different people in the industry, and this is something that I've experienced myself. Like, people will really think that because they've played for a celebrity or they've got connections that you'll want to like give up your body. Like, we're out here begging for bread. You know, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Definitely the sexism, and you know, just taking advantage of women and men just because these people have a bit of clout or whatever. Yeah, that's what I would change. What is one message you would give to your fans? I love you. I really would. I think everybody needs to know that they are cared for. And some people would say, how can you love somebody that you've never met? You know, actually, that's really human. We are supposed to care for other people, and I really do. I pour myself into my songs. I really do give my all when I am putting them out, and it's to help people to get to a better place, and it's done with the purest form of love that I know. So I just want people to know that. What's next for you? Another release, more visuals. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, there's new music coming soon. I know every artist says that, but hey ho, it's the truth. So thank you for having me and spending this time with me, allowing me to do this interview. High Pitch Magazine. Take care of yourselves during quarantine. I love you. Take care of yourself. Bye.